It's showtime!
It's showtime.
It's showtime.
It's showtime.
It's showtime.
It's showtime! It's showtime!
It's showtime.
It's showtime!
It's showtime.
What is this?
Hello? Anybody home? Hey, think with flies.
Think.
Price is wrong, bitch.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole!
Dude, where's my car? Where's your car, dude?
First, take a big step back and literally
Fuck your own face.
21 gigawatts!
Recorded somewhere in Cleveland, Ohio. You're listening to the Epic Radio Show with Epic Goldie and Tokar on the Epic Radio Network. Welcome to the show, everybody. I am your host, Epic. We have Tokar in the house. Tokar in the house. Fucking Tokar
in the house.
Right.
In the house. Sorry, I got distracted. I ate a bad omelet this morning, so
That's ridiculous. Okay, so, and Goldie is out to West Virginia, so I have my lovely wife filling in for her today. Say hello, Ashley.
Hi.
All right.
that sounded really enthusiastic.
That was awesome.
It was.
Okay, so
West Virginia.
we have a great show for everyone today. We're going to be starting off with the fall of Hollywood. We have an interview with Eric O'Connell. He is a actor, musician, and we are going to talk about how to treat a cold because I'm sick as fuck today.
We're all sick up in this bitch.
We have crazy news. We have how to shop for the holidays within your budget. We have
Amazon.
A horrible charity scam that was
It's
just
terrible.
Just awful.
It is awful. It's a bilking show.
We're going to prank a barbershop. And we're going to ask Tokar some ridiculous questions.
Yeah, and I don't know what they're going to ask me, and I'm kind of worried.
Yeah.
Because there's the plot twists on these questions.
I know. We say one thing, and then, boom, something else. We got to keep you on your toes, Tokar. We can't have you knowing too much. All right, so, anyways, I've been reading a lot of articles lately about a lot of movies coming out, and they're just not doing as good as people expected. Like, basically, shoe-in movies are bombing at the box office.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
That's
like,
what she
what
said.
movies are you specifically?
Well, Justice League, for one, was expected to do a lot better than it did.
Have you seen
but
it so
it's
far?
doing...
No, I don't know anything about Justice. Is it DC?
Yeah.
You know what it is? Disney bought the rights to all these, like, Star Wars and Marvel. And so the Disney's probably, like, going to monopolize the movie industry now.
I don't think that's what it is. I just think
I don't
that...
know at all. I
think people are, for one, sick of just the movies that they're putting out nowadays because it seems like it's the same thing over and over.
I mean, I agree.
Some over special effect, overacted movie. They're getting sick of superhero movies. I'm not, for one.
I mean, I like them.
That's Disney because that's what Disney's doing now. They're making all these super comic movies, Star Wars.
Disney. It was like, I mean, there's a lot of companies out there that was doing it. Marvel was doing it before Disney bought them out. There's Fox, there's Sony. There was a lot of different companies doing that.
I was watching movies, with my friend, and he's saying they don't make movie stars anymore, like Al Pacino or Robert De Niro. There's like no big stars anymore to make you want to go see that movie just because that guy was in the movie.
I mean, I agree to a certain degree, but there are some stars out there.
But new stars, so.
That's true. But, I don't know. Like, you think of, speaking of, comic book movies. But, look at Hugh Jackman.
I love Hugh Jackman.
You know, like he could play in any other movie other than Wolverine, and people
Yeah,
would still
but I love
see
him
that.
as Wolverine. He's like
know?
amazing Wolverine.
What I have found is sites like Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb. The critics and the audience have two separate ideas of what a good movie is.
I know.
The critics probably like an art snob, basically, and they're judging it by like the story,
the writing, all that.
Yeah.
Not the act, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I know what I'm trying to say.
What I think is there's just a big disconnect between them two, because if you go on Rotten Tomatoes and you look at here's a big one, Batman versus Superman. Everybody loves the troll
I love
on
that
it.
movie.
But if you look, the critics consensus, it's like what, like 10% or 18%.
It's like really low. It's like,
And
Maybe
why?
the critics.
But if you see the audience score, it's like 80. You know what I mean?
Maybe the movie critics, they're not. Maybe some are not snobs, but they just judge it how original it is, and if it's innovative, like a different perspective.
I don't know.
I don't know, because it's happening a lot.
I know, and it's like, I
but
love
the
that
problem
movie.
is people
Why-
look at these critic scores
and they don't watch it.
and they don't
give it
go
a
to the
chance.
movies to see it, or
Yeah.
they don't go give it a chance. They wait for it to come on DVD, and
And they're
then
like-
you see these audience scores shoot up
And you're like, oh,
because
this
they're
was
like,
actually
"Wow,
really
this
good.
wasn't that bad." Like, why
Don't
did I
listen to
listen
critics.
Don't listen to the critics. I feel like people should go to the movies if they want to see a movie. Go to the movies and make your own goddamn choice.
Exactly.
And own damn decision of
Don't
how
let
it was.
critics
Don't
control
let
your
people
life.
influence you, because obviously there's a giant disconnect of who thinks what is a good movie.
Right.
Now,
Yeah,
do
like
I-
the critics would probably love some movie that like,
We
that we
the
would
general
like
the
audience
English
would just be
Patient
like, what
or something.
the fuck
They'll-
is
I'm
this?
gonna look this up real quick.
I've looked this up before. I don't remember the name of the movie I looked up, but I was like, that was a shitty movie. That movie sucked.
Well, looking at Batman versus Superman, it's not as high as of an audience score that I thought, but it's still 63% to a critic's 27%. I mean, that's over what, it's about 40%,
yeah.
right? And then you look at Justice League, okay? Sorry, I'm looking this up. God damn it, I spelled league wrong. Sorry.
I was like I did the math. It was like 36%, not quite 40.
Yeah. And then you look at Justice League, and it's a 41% critic score and an 81% audience
That's
score.
like really.
And it's a giant disconnect.
Yep.
And the problem is, people, before the movies are released, they're checking these scores. They're checking the critic score, because the audience score isn't on there
Right.
yet. You know what I mean?
It's not till
Because the critics, they get to see the movie first. Okay? So what that means is they'll go in, they'll see a movie. If the critics give it a shitty rating before it even comes out, that drastically drops the amount of people going to see that movie.
I didn't
Even-
know that tons of people follow critics.
Yes.
I don't.
And now look,
Fuck them.
the movie's been out a few weeks now. The audience score is 81%. That's a 40% difference. And the movie's losing money. Mm-hmm. And the reason why it's losing money is because if it doesn't, even if it breaks even, it doesn't, because there's interest involved. There's interest when they, just like any other loan, they take out a loan for it. There's interest. They have to pay the actors. They have to pay the sound guys, the people that make the music. There's a lot of shit that goes involved with making a movie. Excuse me. And
Here we go again.
when they don't, sorry, and when they don't make that money back, the studios will not make a sequel They won't make another movie like it. You know what I mean? And people that actually enjoy the movie, they won't be able to go and see that.
Right.
So what I say is people need to
not take the critics seriously.
Exactly. They
Fuck
need to
that.
make their own choice. They need to go in if they see a movie trailer on TV or whatever.
Really want to see it.
If they really want to see it, fuck the critics and just go see it.
Especially
Make
it's an
your own-
action movie. You're not seeing some theatrical performance. You know, it's an action.
You know
movie.
what to expect.
They don't
man.
need to be based on critics anyways.
You know what? I'm tired of people saying, no, I'm not specifically DC person or a Marvel person. I like whatever, you know what I mean? But one thing I will defend about DC is people's always like, oh, the movies are so dark. The movies are so gloomy. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, well, that's their style,
right.
though.
That's
kind
how
of
they're
what,
supposed to be.
Yeah.
For some of, like, at least
If they
percentage
did
of it.
everything exactly like Marvel, then people would be like, oh, they're just trying to be just like Marvel.
Yeah.
But now they have their own style, and people's like, oh, why can't you be more like Marvel?
It's like, what the
It's
fuck
like,
do you
bitch,
want?
You can't make anybody happy. That's the problem.
You can't make everyone happy
You know,
all at once.
And how? And you know what? What's another crazy thing is I have noticed even with the critics is they're like Marvel movies always do well, and guess what? The critic scores are always good too. And to prove this, I am going to look out Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Now, this movie was not as good as the original. It's a sequel to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. Sorry. Let me find this here, really. Give me a second. Here we go. This was released this year. The critics gave it 82%. The audience score was 88%. Now that audience score, if I'm not, it's only 2 points off from Justice League. I think it was 86. So the audience liked it just as much as Justice League.
Yeah.
But the critics gave it a better score on this one. So more people went to see it.
Right.
I'm just proving a point that I think there's more at work here than just people not liking a movie. Because obviously it's not that. I think that somebody's behind the scenes kind of pulling the strings of like who's pushing the movies. That's all.
Yeah.
I mean, you were saying that Disney was, trying to monopolize. Maybe they're monopolizing on the critics too.
Yeah, you got to think Disney made all these big acquisitions of movie rights, and it might be possible Disney might be another 10 years. Disney will be the biggest movie company.
I mean, they already are. I mean,
Well, yeah,
no
they're
doubt.
I mean,
doubt.
I remember when I was growing up as a kid, Disney made these beautiful cartoon movies, like these long cartoon production movies, The Lion King, Sleeping Beauty, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, and that's what Disney did. They did like these theatrical.
Now they do everything.
Yeah, and then they're just going too crazy.
He's branching out.
They bought Marvel. They bought the right to Star Wars for billions of dollars.
Yeah. And another thing too about they're pulling all their stuff from Netflix because Disney's coming out with their own streaming system.
Netflix is screwed. Netflix is already in trouble as it is, and now Disney's. That's the problem with like companies like Amazon, Google. They're all acquisition companies now. They just get so powerful, they'll just buy anything they want.
Exactly.
You just need people.
Well,
Sorry.
we're going to have to go to a break. When we get back, we're going to have our interview with Eric O'Connell. So stay locked.
Stay epic.
That's right. Welcome back to the Epic Radio Show.
Welcome back. My mic's too loud.
Our interview today is Eric O'Connell, and he is a composer and an actor, and actually does a bunch of shit. How you doing, Eric?
I'm awesome. How are you?
I'm doing great. So, how long have you been an actor?
I've been an actor for about 2 minutes. About 2 months. 2 months.
2 months?
Oh, 2 months.
Wow, 2 months.
Yeah.
And you've already, it looks like he's been a lead 3 times already in the past
that's
2
pretty
months.
good for in 2 months.
Yeah, I've got 4 acting experiences under my belt. 3 of those were leads. I was really blessed to be a part of Dark Horse's productions. They, the last production I was the star in, and it received 8 out of possible 19 awards. It's really cool.
That is really awesome. And the title of that is Cleve, right?
Yep.
And that was just released in October?
Exactly. Yeah, that was part of the 48-hour film project, The Horror.
That's awesome. So, what is the movie about, if you could summarize real quick?
It's a thriller about how basically a guy goes, gets a package in the mail with a threat from an unsuspecting evil spirit, and the spirit comes back to haunt him and eventually kills him.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Can we find that somewhere?
You know what? It's not actually online yet.
Okay.
The producer is entering it into film festivals, so it's not actually supposed to be publicly online yet. But
okay.
After it runs through the film circuit, it will definitely be available online, probably on YouTube or Vimeo.
Now, also, you're a composer, and some piece of music you compose is going to be on a documentary coming next year.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
That was actually the very first piece of music that I wrote specifically for a movie. This year I made a goal of getting some of my music in a movie, and I met a woman who they were making a documentary about. This woman, she's been diagnosed with a very ugly disease called BHL. They're making a documentary about her, telling her story. Now, most people in her circumstance would tend to feel sorry for themselves or expect sympathy and pity from people, but she's one of the most resilient women I've ever met in my whole life. So I met her. She basically said that she was putting this documentary together with a local producer, and they needed a song for it. So she's like, "Hey, you're a musician. Why don't you write a song?" I'm like, I just pulled a song out of my ass. Like, you just write a song. So it took about a month to write the song. I really put myself in her shoes. And I played the demo for her. She cried. She loved it. Everybody else loved it. And it's going to be the theme song in the movie's going to be called All in Her Head, which is going to come out next year.
That's awesome, man. So you basically came into this whole movie industry by accident. It's not like something you were pursuing. You were a musician first.
Exactly. It's not a childhood dream that I've had, my whole life. I like to keep myself guessing. I don't want to get stuck in a rut. So, like I said, I never make a New Year's resolution, but I do always try to make one really big goal that's kind of larger than life, something that kind of helps me flex my mental muscles, if you will.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this year I said I want to get some of my music in movies. Well, ever since that, my friends were asking me, how are you going to do that? I said, I have no idea. I'll figure it out, though. So I got it started. I got one song in one movie, and ever since then, many doors have opened, opportunities have opened. Next thing you know is I had no idea by the end of this year, but now I'm acting and having a blast. It's cool.
That's awesome, man. Is there any big names that we know of that you've acted alongside?
No, I don't think so. I mean, some of the producers I've worked with locally, Aaron Cabrera, I've worked with Polly Nowakowski, Christy Collard, Julie Simon. I've, written some music for Don Nottage and Misha Tok. But
these are all big local names, though.
Exactly.
Which is fine. That's you'll get there. I definitely got faith that you'll get there.
I appreciate that.
Which one, like, out of the two, now you're starting to, I think, have a love for acting, and you already had a love for music. Which one, like, if you were to make it in either one, which one would you rather make it with?
That's a really tough question. I've actually, I'm always going to be in music, no matter what. I love music to death. It's my thing. I will never not be somehow involved with music for the rest of my life. However, I had no idea that acting would be so rewarding. I started taking lessons, and I really want to pursue that a lot more, so I can see myself possibly transitioning into doing more acting than music. I actually started writing skits, little funny comedy skits. So they're just really fun to put together, and I could definitely see myself leaning a little bit more toward acting, but always staying with music.
Well, yeah. Do you have a website?
Yes, I do. It's ocmusicco.com.
Okay, well, definitely send that in a link for me, or in Messenger or a text. And I'm going to be working on a website for our show, and I'm going to put links of people from our past shows into there. So if people listen to our shows, they want to get in contact, they can go ahead and do that through our through our website. And also them skits, if you get them underway and recorded. Send me the link to them, and I'll make sure they get on the webpage or even in the description of this video. All these YouTube people.
That's awesome. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Oh, wait. You know what? There's one more question I want to ask, okay? So if there was somebody that was thinking about getting into acting or thinking about making music for movies or documentaries, what steps could they take to get there?
Well, I mean, I don't know exactly what the exact steps would be for them to get there, but I guess my best advice would be to dream big. I mean, in other words, a lot of, supposed friends and family members might say, oh, it's a unforgiving industry, you should, spend your time on other things and not follow your dreams, but the only people that actually, live those dreams are the people that actually dream about it. So I say dream big. And the other thing is ask questions. I didn't know what I was doing at all. I just kept, people asked me how my day was going. I say I'm stressed out because I'm trying to figure out how to get a song in a movie. And eventually it's just one person led to another. Met a lot of great people in this industry locally, and it's amazing the family environment where people really want to help out and share their resources with me. It's got me where I'm at, and I think it's a great way to help each other succeed and take it to the next level.
Well, this is Eric O'Connell. Do you have any social media that people can follow you on?
I'm on Facebook. If you go to my website, ocmusicco.com, you can get a hold of all my social media. You can see my demo reel, and you can contact me with any questions or, just say hi. Tell me a joke.
All right, That's awesome. Okay, well, thank you so much for being on the show. We really appreciate your time, and we'll keep in touch to see how far this journey takes you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you.
Take care. Have a good one.
You too.
You too.
You too.
Bye. So obviously, I've been sick the whole show, as I've pointed out like a million times already. So in the spirit of that, here's a list of some cold remedies: what works, what doesn't, what can't hurt. That sounded real as fuck.
It does.
That was a real ass cough. Tokar just coughed on my mic.
Ew. That's a new
Son of a
mic.
bitch.
Stop.
So anyways, one of the first things it says is to stay hydrated.
Yes.
It will loosen congestion, prevent dehydration. It says avoid alcohol, coffee, and caffeinated sodas, which is all the shit that I
all
drink.
the shit that you drink. That's right.
Definitely rest, which I have been doing.
Yeah.
Soothe the sore throat. Saltwater gargle. 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon salt dissolved in an 8-ounce glass of warm water can temporarily relieve a sore or scratchy throat. There you go.
There you
Ice
go.
chips.
Ice
that
chips.
helps. Lozenges.
Lozenges.
It also says to combat stuffiness. Over-the-counter saline, nasal drops, and sprays can help relieve stuffiness and congestion, which I have too.
Yes.
It also says in infants, experts recommend putting several saline drops into one nostril, then gently suctioning that nostril with a bulb syringe.
Yeah, that doesn't go well.
That doesn't go well.
Exactly.
It also says relieve pain. You know, obviously taking Tylenol or Advil or anything. Sip warm liquids. Add moisture to the air. Using a vaporizer or humidifier. And try over-the-counter cold and cough medicines, which I overdose all the time.
Nothing to do with this.
I always tend to get a little gassy when I'm sick. I don't know why.
So me
doesn't
too,
make any sense.
especially when I have a bad omelet this morning.
Well, that's a different. That's not a cold though. That's just something else.
Another thing, it also says there's cold remedies that don't work, and one of them is antibiotics because it's not a bacteria getting you sick.
You're not invincible. You're not even invisible.
This is great. That's the best one I think he's played.
Holy crap, that's a long one.
Fuck you, Tokar. Anyways, so don't use antibiotics. These attack bacteria, but they're no help against cold viruses.
Those help all the time. That's all I'm going off of right now.
You failed,
so
you big dummy.
Fuck that. That's not true. To lie.
And over-the-counter cold and cough medicines in young children, they do not work. They actually would cause serious and even life-threatening side effects in
I don't
children.
believe that either. They're lying.
The FDA warns against their use in children younger than age 6. So that was that segment. Yay!
Now you learned something new.
That was all.
We like to educate our listeners.
You know what I do? I just overdose on fucking cough medicine.
But
and
it doesn't
pills,
help you though.
and
You
it
just read
does.
that.
You know what I do when I'm cold?
It helps me.
I just drink water
Have a
and I just sleep.
cocktail of
When you have a
drugs.
cold or when you are cold, like.
No, when I
physically?
have a cold.
Okay, I was making
You
sure.
do what?
I just drink a lot of water and I just sleep. But then, you know what sucks? You feel worse than when you wake up. You just feel worse than before.
I don't think so. I felt great when I first woke
I mean,
up.
I take medication that's prescribed or I get at the store.
That's
I
what
feel
I'm
better.
talking about.
I don't just drink water and feel better.
No, I take medicine and I overdose on that shit and I go
And then
to
I'm
sleep.
like, ta-da!
And then I die. And I
You die.
somehow
you wake
get
up,
myself
You resurrect the next
resurrected
morning.
and I do it again.
You're a whole different person the next day. It's
I
great.
feel good. So good.
You should have found that in the thing.
So good.
I know, that's not in the thing.
Well, he should find one. Don't tell him that it's not there.
No, it's good.
Oh, he needs it.
Oh, man. So, we're going to take a break. When we get back, we're going to do that crazy news.
Crazy
We're going
news.
to go over holiday shopping budget.
Oh, boy.
And, obviously, in Ashtabula, the Cops for Kids at a charity scam. So, we're going to talk about that. Keep it locked. Don't go anywhere. Epic Radio Show. Welcome back to the show.
Welcome back.
Yay, we're back.
Follow us on social media at Epic Music Radio on Twitter and Facebook. Subscribe to this channel, I command you.
Subscribe.
I command you.
Follow us on Instagram, EpicNess216. We are going to go into crazy news.
Crazy news.
All right, let's start it off, Ashley.
Okay. He thought a book would stop a bullet and make him a YouTube star. Now he's dead.
Oh, dum.
Okay, so...
I know it was this summer.
Yeah, it was this summer. It says that. So, let's see. So, basically, this YouTube couple, like, they're on YouTube, I guess. He had an idea. His name is Pedro Ruiz III.
Okay.
Okay? So, he had this idea that you would hold a book in front of his chest, which is a really stupid idea, and then she would shoot at his book. Boom, boom. And the pages would stop the book. I mean, the fucking bullet from going through. Okay. So, yeah. They practiced this at least once before, and so they did it on the YouTube channel. They did it, and it didn't work quite the same way. And
it basically went through his chest and killed him.
And he's dead.
Yeah.
That's, the gist of that. That sucks.
Yeah. What really sucks is she's pregnant.
Oh, that's really terrible.
Yeah, she's pregnant. So she
just
just killed her baby daddy.
Yeah, her baby daddy. She just killed her baby daddy.
And she's charged with manslaughter.
Wow. That sucks. Like, what the fuck? I mean, that
sucks. Who knows if she'll even, like, get to even see her kid? Because at that point, if his parents were to be, dicks about it, they could get custody, and it would be a huge battle.
This is nuts. The fuck?
Did they get the Darwin Award?
Wait a minute.
No, they didn't get the Darwin Award.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Oh, they have a 3-year-old daughter together, I guess, too. So,
oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
It says
I thought it was just his first baby that she was impregnated with.
And it says episodes featured shots from their home, which is where Perez revealed in May that she was pregnant with a boy.
Wow.
So, yeah, that sucks.
That sucks. It's crazy news and also sad news.
Sad news. I feel bad, but...
Oh, my God.
Hey, guess what? They got their wish, so... They're YouTube famous!
Yay! No, not yet.
He's a martyr for YouTube.
No, this sucks.
Yeah,
this is terrible. Okay.
Next story.
That was sad. Okay, this one... What is this? Family cat brings down would-be burglar?
I doubt any of my cats would
Oh my God.
Fucking cats don't give a shit.
Dude,
what do you mean?
No, I'm telling you. You know what? You have to play the video. You have to play the video.
Oh, the video? There has to be... Oh, shit.
Not that video. Let's see.
Not that video.
Which one is it?
This video, right?
Burglars showed up to a house here on Finley Avenue, determined to get in, not knowing that the family cat would be determined to keep him out.
But I was shocked the first time he started growling.
For our own protection, Cynthia Coots kept her cat named Binky in her arms during our interview. Binky ended up saving the day when a noise in the backyard near the garage got the attention of her owner sometime around midnight.
So I go out and I check the garage over and didn't see nothing, so I shut the light out and locked the garage.
Minutes later, a man started banging on Cynthia's front patio window, trying to convince her to let him in.
I mean, he was beating and kicking, trying to tell me there were men out to shoot him, kill him. He said, "You gotta let me in."
Cynthia refused, and she says the man decided the window was his next move, a move that cost him dearly.
Next thing I knew, his hand went through that thing, and then next thing I knew, Binky went after him.
Binky launched another attack when he tried a second time to get in.
Binky blew it up like a balloon and got him again.
Metro Police arrived and arrested Earl Scruggs for vandalism and residential entry. Officers had to call paramedics to treat the 41-year-old.
He looks very defeated. Out of all animals.
He got no claws.
Man, this sucks.
He can only bite.
I'm embarrassed.
And he has got some pretty sharp fangs. What? It's all right.
At first,
You just
even
defeated a
Scruggs had a
burglar.
hard time
Why are
convincing
you telling
police
it's all
officers
right?
that a cat was responsible for his injuries. On the
Yeah.
crime beat, I'm Steve Jefferson.
Yeah, so that was a pretty crazy story, though. This cat was fucking this dude up, dude.
He ain't got no claws. That's what she said.
He didn't
ain't
even
got
have any claws, though.
He can only bite, and he got some pretty sharp fangs.
Dude, like that lady was hilarious.
Yeah.
She didn't. She was the opposite. She had nails, but she didn't have no teeth.
That's right.
So that was pretty ironic.
You know what the guy's name was? Shrugs.
Yo,
Scruggs.
could you imagine him going into prison or whatever?
41-year-old. Oh,
What was his name?
A cat got me.
Earl Scruggs.
Wow.
Earl Scruggs. Cat.
Well, dude, could you imagine, like, yo, like, so how'd you get caught?
Oh man.
Man, this fucking cat, dude, like, beat my ass, bro.
Fuck
like,
my
it
shit
wasn't
up.
a normal cat.
It was like a fucking saber-toothed tiger.
Yeah.
Can you imagine he's gonna tell him
Shiva.
it was like a savannah, or it was like a
Right. He's gonna make it up bigger than it was.
yeah.
Fuck.
The lady had a
No,
lion.
this shit was like a lion, dude.
No, this was a declawed, fucking domesticated cat. Okay? You're a little bitch. That's all.
All right, so next story.
Binky said, "Come back anytime you want some more."
Goat yoga. That's a thing. And hundreds of people are lining up for it. That sounds really weird. Like, I don't understand. So, what? Did the goats do yoga on people?
They basically, what I read was people are doing yoga, but goats are just there, and then they like stand on top of you while you do it.
Oh, it's like almost like an exercise along with yoga. It's like a strength yoga. Strength yoga.
I don't know.
Because I mean,
I think it's
how
just,
heavy are goats?
it doesn't really do anything.
They're
From
like
what
baby
I
goats.
understand,
Baby
it's more
goats.
like just more fun that they're there.
It's adorable. It's cute as shit. But I was just
think
making
goats
sure.
look really weird when they like ba or whatever they do.
Oh, look how cute.
Like they always stick out their tongue and shit. It
Goats
looks
are
weird.
adorable, though. It's cute as shit. This is adorable. It's like, let's see. Goats are perfect for the yoga practice because it's not only combining nature and animals, it's combining yoga, and they all go together so well.
Man.
Bah.
Wow. Yeah,
This is
but
adorable. Oh my god.
there's like 500 of these things starting off.
Aw.
500.
Yeah,
This is
all
cute
across
as
the
shit.
country.
Wow.
We could do would you rather questions.
Oh, right now? Just throw those in there.
Yeah, because we forgot about them.
You forgot about them.
This one was submitted by Trisha. Would you rather have to cut off your hand to live or poop out razor blades to save your grandma?
Now, I have a question about this. Is it... I don't know, like... Give me the paper. I want to see what it... Because I want to ask a question, but I want to make sure I'm... Pow! Pow! Okay. Would you rather... So, is it I have to cut off my hand?
Yeah.
Or I have to poop out razor blades?
Cutting off hand.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I have to do one or the other.
Yeah.
Because, like, I was thinking of it as, like, well, my grandma wouldn't want me to do that for her to live. She'd be
Yeah.
like, no, you don't have to do that. That's ridiculous. She would be like, no.
You have to pick one regardless.
I would cut off my hand, though.
Yeah, cut off hand.
I'm
Tokar?
sorry, Grandma. She wouldn't want me to do that. She loves me too much. Tokar?
Yeah.
You wanna shit out razor blades or,
Or
cut
cut
off your hand?
I'll cut off my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
can't
what
do
I mean?
that
I play the
shit.
guitar,
Yeah,
but I
that's
think I can set something up where I can still play the guitar with like artificial.
You can get an artificial hand.
This
Can't
is
get an
submitted by
artificial
Justin.
asshole.
Would you rather swallow your dad's cum or your mom's period blood?
All right, who's this guy that did this?
He's a dick. That's who it
Wow,
is.
that's
Fucking Justin. Fuck him.
Oh.
I can't do either of those. I would just, like, what would be the consequences if I didn't pick either of those? Would I just, like...
You have to pick one.
I can't. That's gross. I can't do it. Even when he commented, I was like, ew, what the fuck is wrong with you? Probably...
I'd have to do blood, though.
You would?
yeah,
You
blood.
would.
If it was a
I had
life or
to-
death situation,
If I had to, I would agree with you guys. I can't do
If
that.
I had to
Leave
do
that
one or
shit
the
out
other-
into a cup, and I'll drink it.
If I had the
nasty.
option,
I know.
Me, but
that's other than-
it's all disgusting.
Yeah, I
Gross.
wouldn't want to swallow cum under any circumstances. So
Exactly.
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 that is bad that we have
Yeah.
to.
Pee out of your belly button or fart out of your nose. Pee out of my belly button.
Yeah,
Oh, pee out of my
that'd be-
belly button.
Yeah,
That would be
that'd
cool.
be pretty cool. Yeah.
Technically, it's the same concept. This is a
Yeah.
little higher up. Little.
Just a
Be
little
friends with Michael James or have a small penis.
I'd rather have a small penis because I don't know Michael James, and the stuff I do know is questionable. So I'm just gonna have a small penis because I don't have one now. So that
Well,
works for me
I'd rather be friends with Michael James.
because you are friends with Michael James.
Yeah,
You don't want a small penis. You're a guy.
exactly.
I can have a small penis and get away with it.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, what was that? Is that a small penis?
All right. Wife, you
Wife,
left
I
a
asked
bunch of
first.
them.
I had three. Three.
Looks like 4.
I thought it was 3. Unless they got mixed up somehow. I think I only did.
Oh, no, there was Russ. Okay.
Russ. Yeah, Russ had one.
So, wife, you said live to be 1,000 years old, but have to bury countless family members and friends along the way, or die at 100 years old, but all your friends and family members live to be 1,000 without you.
Tokar, let's see your thoughts.
I'd say
Oh, I'd rather die 100.
me too.
Me too, because I don't want to live to be 1,000 anyway. I'm good.
Yep. Have taste buds on your butthole or poop through your mouth.
Taste buds on my butthole.
Yeah.
I can deal with that. I can't have shit literally coming out of my mouth.
Yeah.
That's gross.
I might be talking on the radio show and like, sorry guys.
Oh my god. I
Oh,
gotta
sorry.
shit. It's like that South
Got
Park
diarrhea.
episode. Remember that South Park
Yeah.
episode with Cartman?
Yeah, that was gross.
That was nasty.
Would you rather blink at twice the normal rate or not be able to blink for 5 minutes, but then have to close your eyes for 10 seconds every 5 minutes?
So like that could mean you're just driving, right? And then like that
Yeah.
5 minutes will be up and you'll have to close your eyes for 10 seconds and you could just crash in 10 seconds. So I just want to put that in there because
I say
Just blink rapidly.
blink the twice the normal
yeah.
rate. Yeah. I don't care. I can freak people out all day.
This is submitted by Russ. Would you rather marry a beautiful vegan girl and have the best sex for the rest of your life, but never eat another cheeseburger, or marry an ugly girl with no genitals but is a great gourmet chef? And obviously the opposite gender for you.
Well,
if you want.
Doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
I'll go with vegan.
Vegan.
It's healthy, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
Great sex and live healthy. Why not?
Why fuck it.
Would you rather fight Mike Tyson for $1 million, win or lose, or suck his dick for $10 million?
I don't want to suck Mike. I don't want to suck his dick. I'm good. I'll just fight him. I mean, then again, sucking his dick would probably be easier than fighting him
more
and getting
money,
the shit
you know?
beat out of me. Is it the same amount of money? I think
No, 10 million.
10
Yeah.
million and 1 million?
Yeah.
Well, what's the most amount of money? Which one?
Sucking a dick.
I could probably do that.
Yeah,
I don't want to,
I'm
but
gonna
I probably
suck
could.
his dick.
I could probably suck his
For
dick.
me, I would do that for 10 million.
Yeah.
If you could suck his dick,
as long as
you
I don't
could
have
suck
to
his dick.
swallow, I'm good.
I could, yeah, as long
If
as
it's
I
like
don't
a
gotta
little,
swallow.
if it's like a little 10-second thing, then yeah, that's fine.
What if it's until like he ejaculates in your mouth? Like, what if he has to? What if it gets?
Oh, that's
Well,
gonna
it
be
didn't say
additional.
that.
No,
It didn't say
But
that.
what? But that's like an add-on to that question. What if he? But I just want to know, like, since you two are guys, like, what if that was the circumstances of this?
All right, it's $10 million. It's one dick.
It's one dick. I'm not gay from getting $10 million.
No, 10 million. It might.
I'm
know
pretty
sure
that
that
a lot
he-
of straight guys out there would do that. I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
They would
you
probably
could be
do
the
it.
toughest guy.
Here, 10 million.
Whatever.
Suck his
10
dick Do
Motherfucker
it.
better have the money right there,
in front of my face.
and I better be able to touch that shit.
Make sure it's real.
And I better have people there that will
Make sure that
make
transaction,
sure that
goes,
transaction
down.
goes down.
Hey, you.
But I will do it. Yeah.
Hey, you want to suck my old wiener?
You know if he's already to go because be like,
Well, on that though, we gotta
you
take
know
a
Mike
break.
Tyson's going.
We gotta take a break, Tokar.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. When we get back, we will do the prank. We will
We're just gonna do the prank, you
do
know.
the holiday shopping under budget, the charity scam, and if we have time, ask Tokar ridiculous.
Yeah, if you got
questions.
some time, ask Tokar some
So keep it locked right here on the Epic Radio Show.
Keep it epic, guys.
Welcome back to the Epic Radio Show.
Welcome back.
Make sure you follow us on social media at Epic Music Radio on Twitter and Facebook. Subscribe to our channel.
Do it.
And follow us.
Subscribe,
on
please.
Instagram at Epicness216.
If you don't subscribe, I'm going to get Binky after you.
Yeah,
That's
Binky.
right. Binky's going to come after you.
We got Binky's number.
That's right, we do.
That's right.
How the fuck did we get her number?
I got Binky's number. I'm friendly with cat
Okay.
ladies.
That's right. Okay, so Tokar is going to tell us a little bit about shopping in our budget this holiday season.
Whoop, whoop.
So go ahead. There's 10
Enlighten us.
tips. This is from Bank of America.
10 tips
Better
from
money habits.
Kosar. From Tokar, not
You
Kosar.
said your name wrong, really?
Whatever. It's only part of his.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Value your relationships. So you gotta, make a little checklist and
Like
You
Santa.
gotta check it twice.
Checking it
Gotta
twice.
find out who's naughty and
or
nice.
yeah.
If you're
so-
naughty, you don't get a gift.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, if they're bad, then you give them a piece of coal.
You give
That's
them
right.
the little
They
finger.
deserve
And that's really cheap.
Yeah,
You get
can
a
go-
whole bag of charcoal
Go.
from like Big Lots
Go.
or something for like $5.
Yeah, that's
Give
real.
everybody a lump of coal.
That's the way you can save
Bam.
money.
Cheapest way ever.
That's
Go
right.
ahead. Tip 2.
Price check with your phone. I guess, technology, you got to take advantage of it.
I do that a lot.
If you
actually.
can read critic reviews for movies and not go see the movie because someone gives a bad review, why not?
Use your phone
Price-
for all the other bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Number 3, and this is me, I'm a big procrastinator. I came in late today. Even Goldie was not here, and I came in like really late. So don't procrastinate. Just get it done.
Just
don't
do it.
Don't do it at the last minute. Otherwise, you're gonna just get everyone coal.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to say, well, if you smash coal enough, it turns into a diamond. So technically, I gave you like a gen, and you have
See?
to BS with them and
Yeah, but
everything.
that lasts, but it takes like a lot of. Like,
Well, if
they'd
they
be
do
dead.
it enough, it might be worth it.
No,
No?
it takes like thousands of years for
Oh,
it to turn
whatever.
into diamond.
Maybe you can.
And I
progress it.
guarantee charcoal that you buy from the store.
I mean, probably
it's
not.
going to be turning
but,
into a
hey,
diamond.
at least you try.
Yeah,
to turn
but you
it
can
into a
high
positive.
process it. You can
You
tell them
try.
that, hey, I thought about you. I got you a diamond.
But
You have to do a little work onto it, and
But
it
you
becomes
know-
a diamond.
it'll be
There you
worth
go.
it once it becomes a diamond.
Buy last year's electronics. Sure, why not?
Yeah, because they're usually
I guess
cheap.
it doesn't matter.
No one doesn't want them. They want the latest stuff that's going
Yeah.
to be
So
expired.
be a
Like, you
different
get
person.
a big markdown on a lot of that stuff.
Or just
Yeah, you-
don't fucking buy electronics for
You
these
don't have
sons
to
of
get the
bitches.
iPhone 2010. You
Who
can
the
just get the
fuck-
iPhone 20 and does just the same thing, except it doesn't have the little features
Fuck
where it
them.
can.
They don't need electronics. Who needs
It might not have the hovercraft feature.
I love
but-
electronics.
I know you do, but
This show
fuck
is
you.
full of electronics.
I know, but like,
Yeah,
oh,
fine.
I'm gonna go buy my sister-in-law this fucking
holographic
some
iPhone.
bullshit.
you know?
Like, no, fuck her. I don't like
she
her
can just
that
use
much.
it to make phone calls.
I didn't even mean that in a way at all. I just kind of said, "Oh, my sister-in-law. I have one. Oops,
Yeah.
didn't
That's
realize
right.
that." God,
Know the difference between Black Friday and Cyber Monday. They're the same thing, except the one you get off your ass and you go and wait
go
in line.
move. It's on Friday too.
Yeah.
Day after
Cyber
Thanksgiving.
Monday's on a Monday.
Monday.
Cyber
Well,
Monday, you sit, you eat your chips, you drink your Coke.
Cyber
But-
Monday always follows
That's it.
the following Monday
It's the
after
Monday after that Friday
the Black Friday.
and Thanksgiving.
And they have Brown Thursday now too.
Then
I'm just like staring at you like
That's where you eat a lot of food and then
I knew
you
this
shit
was coming.
yourself.
I knew that was coming.
No, a lot of people are going right after Thanksgiving to go shopping. So
you know what? Black Friday, the retail stores are now having their specials all week long, so you don't have
Exactly.
to
And
rush.
online sales all the time through that time. Go ahead.
Okay.
Number 6.
Stay on top of your spendings. It's really easy. The small amounts can
Stop
add
buying
up.
so much crack.
A little, even
That's right.
something like a quarter difference can add up to a lot of money.
cocaine
after.
is a hell of a drug.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, small things add up to big things, So
Yeah.
keep
Yeah,
your
it
budget.
makes
Be
sense.
smart with it. You don't have to go out of your way.
Right.
Christmas is showing love. It's not showing you
This is how much money
materialistic.
I have. This is how much I paid for what I got you.
Yeah, it's showing I thought about you and I got you a gift.
Yep.
And this is something that you can use.
Well, you could definitely buy something cheap that actually means more
a lot more to
than
somebody. Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah, you don't have to buy the top
Because
of the
it's something they
line
definitely
materialistic.
Like,
Shit.
for example, Skylar loves Paris stuff.
And we can get a lot of
So
stuff.
I could buy her like a $5 picture,
and she'll be like,
of the Eiffel
"Yay!"
Tower. And
Yeah.
she would love that probably more than if I bought her like a $600 game system or something.
Right, something you would enjoy, not her.
Yeah, that the game system will probably not be worth value anymore after 5 years.
And she'll still have that when she's in her 20s.
And they'll have a lot of.
Okay, but anyways, let's
Number
move this
7.
on.
Consider making
Gifts.
homemade presents.
Well, plus if you make something for somebody, it becomes
It's more meaningful.
personal.
Yeah, it's more meaningful when you take the time out to do it yourself.
And it's original.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody will ever have anything else like that.
Exactly like it, because you did it.
Yep.
Number 8.
Save your money for expensive presents. So just put a budget aside. Say every week put like $10 off to the side or $20.
However, depending on what you need.
Yeah, like $25. You just save it aside for like expensive gifts. Don't use credit cards. And
Don't
max
do
out your-
that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Jesus.
Credit card
That
debt.
this year, God,
It adds
already
up.
paid for it.
And then the interest and
Don't do that.
Number 9.
Try to avoid shopping sprees.
yeah, shopping
Man.
sprees because it can lead you to buy unnecessary
Or forgetting
items.
things that you mean to buy, and then you go home.
Yeah,
and you're
make a checklist.
Oh.
Don't just walk into the store and like, I'm gonna go Christmas shop and have it planned out.
Make lists,
And
obviously. That
go
was, I think,
strictly
one of
by
them.
your plan.
Number
then-
10.
Oh, factor in shipping. Take advantage of shipping deals. Usually, like Amazon has shipping deals, and
Oh yeah, I would definitely invest in Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime's awesome.
We pay like $10 a month. We get free 2-day shipping on most stuff, and it usually is here in 2 days, or sometimes even less than that.
Yeah.
Because I remember I just bought some. I bought Tokar's
Tokar's
mic. And
Yeah,
it
we
said it was
saved-
going to be here Wednesday.
It was here
and it was here Tuesday.
yeah, it's pretty
So,
fast.
yeah.
Express. Amazon don't play.
They don't.
Sometimes they play.
They do,
But
sometimes.
sometimes they don't play.
Most of the times they're
Most of the
okay,
time they
though.
don't play. Most of the time.
Yeah. So that was our shopping tips for the holidays. Thank you, Tokar, for
Thank
all
you,
your wisdom.
Tokar.
You're welcome.
You have all this wisdom in your brain.
Yeah.
It's great.
Speaking of holidays, this was brought to my attention by the wife.
Yeah, sad.
There's this charity called Cops for Kids.
Yeah.
And in Ashtabula, it turns out that they were getting scammed by this charity.
I'm going to read the title exactly the way
Okay.
it says. Ashtabula Charity Cops for Kids accused of bilking more than $4.2 million from donors.
It was supposed to be milky.
Yes.
Obviously,
I had
they-
to read
yeah.
it the way it said, though.
Bilking.
Bilking them damn
Obviously, their
bilkers.
literacy
Are they bilking the
program-
clock too?
Yeah, they're bilking everything.
Yeah, this...
Obviously,
is
their literary programs at Ashtabula are
Fuck
lacking a
these
little bit.
guys. These guys suck
Or
dick.
their editor sucks dick. Whatever.
This whole
Anyways.
situation sucks dick.
But explain it.
So, it's a sham charity, basically. I was actually watching the news, weirdly enough, and it said if you've donated $100 to this charity, the kids benefiting from this charity only get 80 cents out of that $100, which is
Ridiculous.
bullshit.
Less
Pretty
than
much.
1%.
Yeah.
I mean, they were basically just pocketing all this money. It's ridiculous. Now, was this a charity that was started by cops?
It's an Ashtabula-based charity claiming to work hand-in-hand with law enforcement agencies across Ohio.
Okay, so they were... I'm sure, you know what? I'm sure somebody from law enforcement was involved, though.
I'm sure.
I would say, if they're working
reading.
hand-in-hand with the cops...
That is just sick.
It is, dude.
The charity's most recent 2015 tax returns identify the founders as 79-year-old Thomas Duffy, who's the president, and 62-year-old Charles Hitzel, treasurer of the Ohio Cops for Kids. So those two basically got a shitload of this money because they're assholes.
And they're all old farts.
And they're
too.
old fuckers who, what the fuck are you going to do with all this money? You don't deserve that. You suck dick. That's basically what it is. It sucks.
All right, we're going to do the prank. I think we're gonna have to skip the Ask Tokar thing.
No, we can do that right now.
I'm safe.
Ask Tokar.
I'm safe from
No. What is gout, Tokar?
What is gout?
In your own words. Just real quick, get this over
I think you have an infection in your skin.
What?
I think everywhere, right? Your
part?
leg or something.
Okay, let's just... Your leg, okay.
And it's really painful and you can't walk.
Okay. That's what Tokar thinks gout is. Now, what is gout?
It's a form of arthritis characterized by severe pain, redness, and tenderness in joints.
How do you get gout? Did it say that?
I heard something if you eat a lot of red meat, you'll get it.
There's lumps in the joints, stiffness, swelling. It doesn't really say how you get it, though. But it just say that it attacks can come suddenly, often at night.
That's sad. How do you
gout attacks? Gotta watch out for them.
I got the gout, baby.
Gout is caused by the buildup of crystals made of a substance called uric acid in your joints. It often starts in the big toe and can also cause lumps under the skin and kidney stones.
There you go.
That's sad.
Yep. Gout sucks dick.
Gout.
So we're about to go prank a barbershop.
Get on it.
There's two parts to this, Tokar, so you can't fuck it up.
Oh, man.
The first thing is you're going to ask them how much it's going to cost for them to shave your pubes. The second part, if they won't do that, is they're going to have to ask if they do hair art and ask if they can shave a penis into your scalp.
The outline of a penis.
All right, I'm going to try not to look at anyone.
You lost the bet.
All right. You lost the bet, so this is what you have to do. Okay? We're calling Cut City. It's a local barbershop.
Cut City.
Cut City.
They're going to do some trimming.
DJ's Barbershop.
Hi, I had a question. How much money would it cost for you to shave my pubes?
How much are haircuts? Is that what you're asking? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Hello?
Yeah, how much money would it cost to shave my pubes?
To shave your what? I ain't hear you.
My pubes. My pubic hair.
Yeah, I apologize. It's a little too loud here. Can you talk up a little bit louder?
Yeah, how much money would it cost to shave my pubic hair?
Oh, okay. That's up to you. How much you think it's worth?
Would it be worth $10?
I don't know. You might have to call the next barbershop on that one, buddy.
All right. I was wondering, do you do designs on hair?
Hey, you got a funny guy on this phone. You got a funny guy on this phone. He wants to know how much we charge to cut something that we don't do. Somebody ignorant on this phone. Pick it up. Yeah, we ain't got time for this, bro.
All right, I just want to know if you can do designs for hair.
Oh my god. That was good though. You didn't break at all. That was good.
I'm trying not to break.
You didn't go like that was perfect.
Hilarious.
That was great. It was a good time.
That was good enough.
They were like, "Oh, you got a funny guy on the phone."
Yeah. He got kind of mad at first.
Which is what you want.
Yeah.
You want them to get mad. Fuck them. Fuck that guy. He's a dick.
You got a funny guy on the phone.
Oh, we ain't got time for this. Oh, you're so busy with all these motherfuckers getting their haircut. You're probably shaving their pubes too.
Exactly. For the down low.
We're busy. You know what I'm saying?
Down low.
We're down low busy. You know.
Wow. So, that's our show. Yay!
Yay!
Awesome.
We made it through another one. Episode 14. Woohoo! Please subscribe to this channel.
Please subscribe.
And follow us at Epic Music Radio on Twitter and Facebook. And follow us on Instagram at Epicness216. Thank you, my darling, for filling in for Goldie this week. We do appreciate that.
Yeah, and I came on time.
Thank you, Tokar, for coming on time.
Little late.
Yeah.
I had to eat that omelet.
Basically.
And that omelet messed up my stomach.
That's terrible.
Now he's sad.
his recycled omelet.
Yeah, that recycled omelet. It's gross.
So, we'll definitely see you next week, everyone. Hopefully, I will be over my cold.
And don't be a funny guy.
Yeah, don't be a funny guy trying to call barbershops.
Asking to shave pubes.
That they don't do.
If anybody does have a barbershop out there that can shave pubes,
let us know.
Let us know. Let's get the pricing going on with that. Yeah, we'll get at you on that. All right, thank you guys so much, and have a good day. And as always, make life epic.
Make it epic.
Dear Mr. President, there are too many states nowadays. Please eliminate 3. I am not a crackpot.
Oh, wow, that was terrible.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Go!
That's my only real motivation, is not to be hassled. That and fear of losing my job, but you know, Bob, that'll only make someone work just hard enough not to get fired.
And I'm sorry, we're out of time. Bye.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Please leave this office.
Do we get any sort of souvenir?
Get out of my office!
Oh my God, it feels so good. Oh yeah. Oh, slow down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who's your daddy?
That's all, folks.